Good evening, all. Are you all happy at home? Hope you all are happy at home. Students, today we will discuss question tags. Have you ever learned about question tags? So, today we are going to learn about question tags. Question tags. A question tag is a short question at the end of a statement. Question tags are used when asking for agreement or confirmation. For example, you are a student, aren't you? Here, you are a student is a statement and aren't you is a question tag. So these type of questions are known as tag questions. Another example, blogging is fun, isn't it? Your mom doesn't blog, does she? Questions like these are also known as tag questions. Tag questions are statements in the form of a sentence to verify that something has been understood or confirm that an action is agreed. Tag questions have an auxiliary verb and a pronoun at the end. The pronoun used in the question must correspond with the subject in the statement. For example, in the question blogging is fun, isn't it? The first part of the question blogging is fun is a statement or a declarative sentence. And the second part of it, isn't it, is a question tag. Here, is an auxiliary verb and it is a pronoun which corresponds with the subject blog. Similarly, in the second question, your mom doesn't blog, does she? Here, the first part is a statement or a declarative sentence and the second part, does she, is a question tag. Here, does is an auxiliary verb and she is a pronoun. However, use of auxiliary verbs for singular and plural nouns differ for sentences in present tense and past tense. In present tense, the auxiliary verb do is used for plural nouns or pronouns, while does is used for singular nouns or pronouns. In past tense, however, the verb did is used for both singular and plural nouns or pronouns. For example, they like blogging, don't they? In this sentence, the plural noun they is used with the verb in the present tense like and the auxiliary verb don't. Similarly, in the sentence, Timmy likes blogging, doesn't he? The singular noun Timmy is used with the verb in the present tense likes and the auxiliary verb doesn't. In the sentence, Agnes liked blogging, didn't she? The singular noun Agnes is followed by the verb in the past tense liked and auxiliary verb didn't. Students, question tags are usually negative after a positive statement and positive after a negative statement. For example, in the question, blogging is fun, isn't it? The statement blogging is fun is positive, therefore the question tag has to be negative. Hence, isn't it is used. On the other hand, in the question, your mom doesn't blog, does she? The statement is negative, so the question tag is positive. So, a positive statement gives a negative tag. For example, blogging is fun, isn't it? And a negative statement gives a positive tag. For example, your mom doesn't blog, does she? Students, you know that a positive statement is followed by a negative question tag. An example is given here. Here the positive statement is you are a student and the negative question tag is aren't you. Here, a subject pronoun comes after an auxiliary or a form of the verb. Some examples are also given here. She is a doctor, isn't she? The books are interesting, aren't they? I can swim, can't I? We should obey the elders, shouldn't we? Once the car was costly, wasn't it? Next one. A negative statement is followed by a positive question tag. Here, the negative statement is Kyle isn't a lazy girl. And the positive question tag is she. Here, a subject pronoun is to replace the noun or noun phrase. Some examples are here. We don't have enough time, do we? He is not playing well, is he? You were not listening, were you? Chandni hadn't seen you before, had she? Children shouldn't watch TV too much, should they? If the sentence has no auxiliary verb, when the statement is in simple present, we form the question tag with do or does. For example, you play the guitar, don't you? Deepa likes tennis, doesn't she? Another example, you speak English, don't you? Sam hates cooking, doesn't he? He lives in Europe, doesn't he? They drink tea, don't they? I watch cricket, don't I? When the statement is in simple past, we form the question tag with did. He came yesterday, didn't he? You spoke English, did you? Sam hated cooking, didn't he? He lived in Europe, didn't he? They drank tea, didn't they? I watched cricket, didn't I? Students, hope you all understood about question tags. Am I right? Now all of you take your English text and take page number 25. Look activity 1. Look at the sentence from the story. You are a very talkative fellow, aren't you? A short question put at the end of a sentence is a question tag. A question tag is generally used in a conversation to confirm a statement made. The following 10 sentences are about a friend of yours in the class. You may seek her confirmation on the statements made. Some hints are provided for you. Students, now all of you try to do this activity. We will discuss this activity in the online class. Thank you, dear children.